Tonight is all about tapping into your divine feminine energy, the energy that makes us feel beautiful and supple and vulnerable and nurturing and deserving of the princess treatment only, honey. You ever notice a woman walks into a space and all eyes just turn to her? It's something about her. She's not overtly saying, look at me or here I am, but for some reason you can't take your eyes off of her. She's not saying all eyes on me, yet she's demanding that all eyes are on her just by her presence, her aura, her femininity, her divinity, her goddess-like stature. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to be that girl, or more importantly, how to become that woman. Hello, my name is Jessyka Banks, and today we're going to talk about how to radiate feminine energy. See, the thing is, love bugs, this energy already exists inside of you. You can't radiate something that you don't already possess. So understanding that first is the first step in really being a magnetized and feminine woman. Once you understand that all of this power, all of this divinity, all of this goddess-like energy already resides right inside of you, I'm just going to show you guys how to get it out today. Let's first talk about what is feminine energy. Feminine energy or goddess energy is receptive. It's free-flowing. It's not confined or restricted by rules or boundaries, except the boundaries that we set for ourselves. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. It is flexible. It is kind. It is soft. It's able to express all emotions without restricting ourselves from the feelings of certain difficult emotions. Feminine energy focuses on fulfillment versus maybe productivity or always being busy. Feminine energy prioritizes rest and self-care, more appropriately self-love, and understanding that this feminine vessel, this being that we have, we only get one in this lifetime. I mean, we want to treat it gently and supplely. Some of the benefits of resting in your divine feminine: number one, you get everything you want. I don't know how to say that more blatantly than that. And I don't say that to tell you guys to weaponize femininity, but what I'm saying is that when you just naturally rest in this divine feminine or in this goddess state, people want to do things for you, and you all of a sudden start attracting all of the things that you so deeply wanted to begin with. Before we get into how to operate out of your feminine, how do you know that you're not already there? What warning signs is it to show that you're operating in your masculine energy right now? You know you're operating in your masculine energy when you're feeling stressed, overworked, anxious, depressed, unsatisfied, when you're attracting the wrong partners. That's a big one. When you're attracting the wrong friends, or continue to find yourself in the wrong friend groups, when you're constantly in competition with other women, or finding yourself comparing yourself to other women. All of these things show you that you're operating out of your masculine energy. And honestly, that's just not attractive. And that's not gonna attract the things that you deep down desire. See, here's the thing. All women really do desire to be adored, taken care of, allowed to be vulnerable. But a lot of times we've been operating in survival mode, right? We've been taught, whether it's through society or culturally or just a family history of being around masculine women, we've been taught how to operate out of survival and scarcity. And that is the exact opposite of what feminine energy is. Feminine energy is abundant and free-flowing and assured, and a gentle power that doesn't command or demand, but instead expects, simply because of who you are. At this point, you guys know that I'm all about easy, attainable things that you can employ today to help you radiate feminine energy more readily, more accessibly, and more free-flowing. Number one, learn how to receive. Feminine energy is so receptive in nature. Us as women, we are receptive. Even our biology is one in which receives things. I mean, think about, I don't want to get too raunchy here, but think about our reproductive anatomy, right? As women, we receive men, and we're supposed to be the receptive parts. We are the outlet instead of the plug, if you will, right? And so learn how to start receiving. Open yourself up to being receptive. And I'm talking about receptive to all things. Receptive to help. When somebody wants to help you, allow them to. So often we get caught up with saying like, oh no, don't worry about it, I got it, to show that we're not weak or that we're capable or independent. And that is the opposite of what feminine or goddess energy is. Goddesses allow people to cater to her, allow allow people to help her and take the burden off of her so she can rest and understand leisure and enjoy things in life without putting too much stress or strain or strenuousness on her life and on her divine being. When people want to buy you gifts, allow them to. Be grateful for those gifts. Show it in your face, because it makes people want to buy you things more. Say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. We get so used to saying, oh, you shouldn't have. No, in your mind, think, yes, you should have, because I'm a divine being and I deserve these things. But that doesn't mean don't be grateful, right? You get more things, the more gratitude that you show. Even when it comes to receiving pleasure, right? Practice receiving pleasure and not being so willing always to just give it first. And I know that may seem a little selfish, but what I'm saying is that when we openly receive things, it shows the universe, it shows God, it shows fate, whatever you believe in, that we deserve to receive more things. When you learn how to receive, you're going to be astonished by how many things you start to attract. Like attracts like. So when the universe, when God sees that we're open to receiving all the things that are bestowed upon us, all of a sudden more things are going to start falling out of the sky. All of a sudden more things are going to start falling in our laps. Whether these are tangible things like gifts and bags and things like that, or more intangible things like people opening the door for us, or compliments, or just receiving the princess treatment like you deserve. Understand, guys, men, masculine men that is, they like to provide and to do things for feminine women, okay? When you say things like, oh no, I got it, or oh no, you shouldn't have, or you really don't have to buy me anything, you're not allowing a man to be a man, right? Men like to be men. Masculine men, that is. I don't even bother myself with non-masculine men, because as a feminine woman, I crave and desire a masculine man, someone who enjoys providing, who wants to do nice things for me, and who wants to take things off of my plate. And when you're open to receiving these things, you allow men to be men, and ultimately that makes them feel good, and people remember how they feel when they're around you. Next, ease, guys. Feminine and goddess energy is all about ease. Understanding that things don't have to be hard. Matter of fact, they shouldn't be hard. We have been almost trained to believe that good things come to us through suffering and hard work, and that's just simply not true. You have to learn how to unteach or unlearn all of these things from you. Good things come to you because you deserve them, simply for existing as, a feminine being, right? You deserve good things because you are a kind person, because you put kind things out into the world, and because you said that you deserve them. Being in the mindset, even if it's a subconscious mindset, that only good things only come when you struggle for them, when you grind for them, when you indulge in this hustle culture, when you work hard for them, then your subconscious mind is going to find a way to always keep you in a place of struggle, or always keep you in a place of grind and hustle and bustle. And that's not what feminine energy is about, guys. When you think about a goddess, is she constantly hustling and bustling and moving and grinding and working and toiling and sweating? No. Goddess like to sit back, right? Goddess like to have everything come to them easily. Now, I'm not saying that, there won't be any strife or life is just going to be easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. But what I'm saying is that it can be. And understand that even when turmoil or even when strife come your way, always try to find the peace within the turbulence. Always figure out the road of least resistance, and understand that things genuinely and ultimately are supposed to be easy for you because you said they were, and that's ordained in your divine femininity. Being divinely feminine or executing your goddess really also entails relinquishing control. And guys, trust me, I understand this is so hard for me. As a type A personality, it was very difficult for me to relinquish control, but this was a telltale sign that I was operating in my masculine. When you're constantly seeking control, what you're actually saying is that I am closed to receiving, right? Control is actually giving and not receiving. When I'm trying to control someone or control the situation, I'm giving guidelines onto how I feel like this situation should play out, how I feel like this person should behave. And that is not conducive to a receptive, personality or receptive aura. So in order to really, really rest in your divine feminine or your goddess energy, guys, you have got to relinquish control. And I know this is hard, but that comes with setting boundaries. When you set boundaries around the people in your life, the things in your life, and the situations in your life, you're going to learn that you don't need to seek control all the time, because you already have healthy boundaries and things are already in a range in which you feel like they're not out of control, right? Setting healthy boundaries with people show them that they can't disrespect you or they can't treat you any type of way, and that relinquishes the need to try to control them, because you don't surround yourself with people that you need to control. Instead, your energy says, this is what I desire and I expect, and people just will follow that because you show them that. Okay, so make sure that we learn how to set healthy boundaries, and that's going to really help us radiate divine feminine energy. Next, I want to talk about enjoyment. Femininity is all about enjoying life, right? Like when you enjoy life, you radiate a positivity that is so magnetizing that people just simply cannot take their eyes off of you. They cannot get their minds off of you. You live rent-free in their minds and their hearts when you radiate positivity and when you genuinely enjoy life. Here's the secret to life, guys. People don't actually remember a lot of things about you, but what they do remember is how you make them feel, right? Beauty attracts beauty. When you make people feel good around you, they're gonna always remember that. When you smile and radiate positivity, that's what people remember when they are around you. Pursuing pleasure in all ways is so feminine, guys. And I'm talking about pursuing pleasure in your job, in your relationships, sexually, vacation, but the art of actively finding things that make you feel good. Divine feminine and goddess energy is about feeling good and enjoyment. So seeking out pleasure and pursuing the pleasure in life makes you radiate an energy that's so magnetizing that people cannot take their eyes or their minds off of you. This also allows us to run an inventory of all the things, people, situations, jobs, situationships, relationships in our lives that are not exuding pleasure or that's not giving us pleasure. Being able to do that will then allow you to set healthy boundaries and make your life overall just better. And lastly, guys, I want to talk about beauty. You cannot talk about the divine feminine or this goddess energy without discussing beauty. Beauty attracts beauty. I know sometimes we get, into this world where talking about physical beauty is almost like a bad thing, right? It's like we're almost scared to say that we should put pride in our appearance and looking beautiful. This is not shallow. This is not narcissistic. But when we feel beautiful, guys, we radiate beauty. And when we radiate beauty, we attract beauty. Now, feeling beauty looks different for everybody, right? I'm not saying that you have to be conventionally beautiful or societally beautiful or Eurocentrically beautiful, right? I'm saying whatever makes you feel beautiful, lean deeply into that, because when we feel beautiful, we radiate beauty, which then again helps us attract beauty. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you guys today when it comes to tapping into and radiating this goddess energy, this divine feminine energy, and everything it means to being a woman, right? When you radiate this energy, I promise you guys, just saying princess treatment only, that just won't be a meme on the internet. You will legitimately be getting the royal treatment only. When people see a goddess and understand that you are operating out of that goddess-like state, they will rise to the occasion and treat you like that. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, leave a comment down below and tell me, what do you do to tap into your goddess energy? As always, wear sunscreen and make good decisions. Bye. Mwah.